Alright, hi everyone, what's going on? It's the Wrestling King 619 here, back at you with another video. Now today, we are going to be talking about what happened last night on Smackdown, Friday Night Smackdown. Friday Night Smackdown started with the Bloodline in the ring, and Heyman said, until Roman Reigns comes back, Solo Sikoa will be the head of the table. Sits at the head of the table. He said, Tama Tonga will be known as the right-hand man. And he said goodbye, but then Solo said, you're forgetting one thing. You should be thanking them for saving you against Kevin Owens last week. He did say thank you, and Tama Tonga said, we could have let Owens kill you, but we saved you by orders from the tribal chief. But then Owens came out. Owens came in the ring for a fight, but he was stupid because it was a 3-on-1 assault. But then the Street Profits came out to even things up. But then Owens came out and Owens came back in the ring and beat up the Bloodline with a chair. Backstage, Solo found Heyman and said he wants the main event, a 6-man tag match tonight. Bloodline versus Street Profits and Kevin Owens. Otherwise there will be hell to pay. Now we go to the ring for our opening contest. Bianca and Jade Cargill versus Indy and Candice, with both Baszler and Stark and Alba and Isla at ringside. This match wasn't anything really to write home about, but Jade and Bianca won the match with some sort of double team move. After the match, shades of what happened on Monday Night Raw this past Monday. Alba, Isla, Stark, and Baszler were all beating up Jade and Bianca. That alliance would not last, though, because they were battling it out. But then Jade and Bianca came back in and beat them up. Now we go backstage to Cody Rhodes and Nick Aldis after what happened last week when Styles beat him up. And Cody said, we both got played for fools. But this is about me and Styles. And with all due respect, you have to step aside, Nick Aldis. We go backstage again, and Sarah Schreiber is interviewing Apollo Crews about his match against Angel Garza, but he couldn't speak because Humberto and Garza beat him up. And the officials, along with Aldis, had to break it up. Then LA Knight came on the scene and said, where is Logan Paul? And he said, I just lost a match for tonight, but he's not here tonight. And Knight said, he's not here again? What could he possibly be doing? Well, we actually later found out that he was playing Tetris. Then Carmelo came on the scene and said, let's talk about someone who is here. And you keep talking. And LA told Aldis, you said you need a match tonight? Well, I think me and Carmelo are the two perfect candidates for it. Now it's Gargano versus Grayson Waller. And both Ciampa and Theory are at ringside. Outside the ring, Gargano gave Waller a sliced bread, but landed on his own shoulder. Waller gave him some kind of powerbomb. He gave him like a fireman's carry into like a powerbomb or something, and pinned him, but Gargano kicked out. Gargano gave Waller a modified Canadian Destroyer, but couldn't capitalize because Waller rolled out of the ring. And Gargano did a suicide dive, but took out Theory. But with a distraction, allowed Waller to get the upper hand. And with a flatliner of some sort, Waller won the match. We go backstage to Cody and Aldis again, and this time Aldis brought security and said Styles is going to be here any minute. And they are just here to make sure that nothing gets out of hand. He got there, and the security were holding them back. But then Cody went back. Yeah, but then Cody went to the ring, and he said, "AJ, get your ass out here right now, and we can settle this like men." Styles did come out, but with Gallows and Anderson and a whole bunch of security and Nick Aldis. Styles said, "I don't care what you want. You're ready for a fight, but give me what I want. I want a rematch for the title of Clash of the Castle." And Cody said, "You got it. But when, yeah, but I'm going to make sure you say what you should have said last week. I whipped." Aldis agreed to it, but Styles is not happy, and Cody is fighting off all the guards to get to Styles, but there was just too many there. There were probably over 15, I want to say. They were holding Cody back, and Styles gave him the phenomenal forearm, and then left with the last laugh. We go backstage, and Jade and Bianca just left Aldis's office, and Byron Saxon is interviewing them about what happened, and they said it's gonna be a triple threat match at Clash of the Castle for the titles. Alba and Isla versus Zoe Stark and Baszler versus them two, Bianca and Cargill. Now we go back to the into in-ring competition, and it's Carmelo Hayes versus L.A. Knight. Yeah. Carmelo gave Knight a facebuster and pinned him, but Knight kicked out. Hayes rolled him up, but Knight reversed it and won the match. We go backstage to Tiffany Stratton and Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax. And Stratton said, "With everyone gunning for you, I still have your back." But then Michin came on the scene, and Nia said, "Why don't you follow in your footsteps of why don't you follow in the footsteps of one of your faction teammates, AJ Styles, and retire already?" But Michin threw water in her face, and a brawl ensued and had to be separated by officials. Bayley is putting the title on the line at Clash of the Castle against Piper Niven, but now Bayley is in the ring, and she was talking about facing Piper. But then Piper and Chelsea came out. Chelsea said, "You lost at Saudi. You lost last week, and you're going to be a loser when Piper Niven wins the title from you." I don't know why she said that she lost at Saudi Arabia. I mean, she actually won. Actually, I don't think she was even in a match, actually. And Bailey said, "Piper doesn't need you." She said, "I respect you. I watched you in the Mae Young Classics down in NXT, and I was sitting front row, and I appreciate what you could do in this ring. And I know when we face each other, this is more than just a title. It's your home country, and you're representing your family and friends. But you could have just asked me for a title match." Piper said, "Ooh, I'm glad you have this respect for me, but you know nothing about me. I've been putting Scottish wrestling on the map since 2008, so while you are giving out hugs and high fives, I was busy being a trailblazer. You can respect me all you want, but this isn't going to stop me from beating you to a pulp and taking your title. Now it's the main event. Bloodline versus Street Profits and Owens. Solo gave Montez a Samoan drop and pinned him, but he kicked out. Owens gave Solo a cannonball in the corner and a swanton bomb and pinned Solo, but he kicked out. Owens gave him a stunner and pinned him, but Owens gave Solo a stunner and pinned him. But Tonga Lola and Tama Tonga both dragged Owens out of the ring and basically just broke up the pin. And they were beating him up outside the ring. But but then Angelo Dawkins came into the fray. But then, Montez Ford, or, right, he does the jump over the turnbuckle, right? Well, that's what he did, and he took out all of them. But then Well, actually, not all of them actually, because Solo wasn't in there, and he beat up Montez with a chair, which called for disqualification. After the match, the Bloodline beat up Street Profits, but then Owens came back in the ring. But with the but Owens came back in, but with the Profits laid out, it was a 3-on-1 assault again, just like how it was before the Street Profits came in earlier that night, and powerbombed him and threw him through the announcers table. And that was everything that happened this past Friday night. Well, last night. And so please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on my next video. Peace.